Living in the Kitchen, sponsored by Winn-Dixie, built by ProCraft Cabinetry.
Well, do you like Italian food? Italian cooking lessons in Jacksonville may be an opportunity to elevate your skills and surprise your friends and loved ones. So we want to welcome Diana Testa. She is a chef, a teacher, and the founder of Italian Cooking Lessons in Jacksonville. So we're going to learn how to make some pasta from scratch. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
This is what I love to do, and I'm happy to show you how I do it.
Okay, so we've got a little setup over here.
Absolutely. So I got the eggs, I got the flour, and it's important what flour we're using. So we're using some Italian flour. Flour 00 and 3 eggs. So it's really important.
Wait, that's it?
Gosh, it is it. Yeah.
What?
Solamente farina e uova. This is all we got.
Okay, I like it. That seems easy
enough. I already created the dough for you.
Okay.
You see how orange it is because it takes the orange from
the yolk.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Then I did bring my favorite pasta machine.
That's pretty cool.
Do you know, guys, that has a name? This pasta machine is called Ferrari from Italy.
Wow.
Okay, so I am going to show you how I make pasta today. Pasta is so easy. I've learned how to make pasta from my nonna. From a very young age, as tall as I was, and I could reach the handle to crank it, there I was, and there I started. So you start from the lower number, and you start cranking it.
Wow.
And you put it in. You gotta be a little bit patient because you gotta stretch it. Can you see how long it gets?
Yeah.
And then you're going to change number, and you're going to stretch it a little bit longer. There you go. And every time you gotta be careful to add a little bit of flour.
So it doesn't stick to it.
It doesn't stick to
Okay.
it. Absolutely. And this is a great activity to do with somebody else, kids, family, any member of the family.
Oh, I'm sure kids love this.
Absolutely. So you all get together around the table. Do you also know that it cooks so fast? Can you guess how long it takes to cook?
Well, regular's like, what, 8 minutes?
Oh, no. It takes really 1 minute because it's just eggs and flour.
And we have some here. We're going to have a part 2.
Absolutely.
Yes, and we're going to have a part 2 with her because we are going to actually make some of the pasta. So thank you so much for showing us how to like prepare it because it
you
actually
see how long
seems
it
easy
gets?
enough.
And I can stretch it because this flour, it's really, this is the flour 00. So we have different kind of flours and they act differently. So we got flour 00, flour 0, flour 1, flour 2, semolina. So I am going now to cut it.
Okay, so we're gonna actually have to go to break for right now, and we'll come back and check back in with her because this is so cool. So we'll be right back.
Look how long
Stay tuned.
it is.
That is crazy.
Absolutely. Yes.
We'll be right back. And we just want to remind you today that we are cooking Italian with, oh my gosh, Diana Testa. So thank you so much. We already went ahead and cut the pasta that we were showing you how she made at the beginning. It's drying right now, which is pretty cool to see.
Yes.
And oh my gosh, boiling only took a minute. That is so cool.
Absolutely.
Because it's already soft, right?
It is, because it's fresh. It's just flour and eggs.
Oh my gosh.
And it's actually not drying for the purpose of today, so I showed you how to hang it.
Okay.
Because you can keep it up to 3 weeks. But it just helps to separate, just for the purpose of separating.
Okay, cool.
But you can keep it up to 2-3 weeks.
It looks very fancy.
And then I did some pesto.
This looks amazing. So how did you make your pesto? And I know it's also in your cookbook, your recipe.
Oh my gosh, the pesto is so easy. And I did put, it smells
Look
so
at that,
good.
y'all.
So you just use the fresh basil, pine nuts, pecorino romano, of course, and parmigiano reggiano, and no salt, but it's important the kind of oil that you use. And I don't know if you know the difference between parmigiano reggiano and pecorino romano.
No, I don't.
It's okay, it's okay.
This is
and this is
amazing,
why
Ellen.
I teach, right? There is a purpose why I'm here. So pecorino romano is a sheep cheese, and Parmigiano Reggiano is a cow cheese.
Interesting.
And there is a big difference between Parmigiano Reggiano and Parmesan cheese, especially for an Italian like me.
Right.
So we do not confuse Parmesan cheese with Parmigiano Reggiano.
Thank you for the
I
distinction.
did bring
It's beautiful.
the real one from Italy back from my culinary trip.
So I know we didn't have a ton of time today because
That's
the governor
okay,
had to come in for the weather, of course. So be
It's
careful
important.
today.
We
and
keep
tomorrow night,
warm.
or tomorrow, I should say. But where can people sign up for your cooking classes?
Of course, you can come to my website that is Italian Cooking Lessons Jax, and over there you can find all my group classes and private classes, because I also do cooking classes in your home or in your private venues as well. And I offer as well culinary trips. That means you come with me to cook in Italy.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, so the next trip is in April,
sounds
and
amazing.
excuse me, it's booked, yeah, it's sold out.
Oh,
but
wow.
the next one is in October. And yeah, if they want to cook, they can also grab the cookbook as well at my cooking classes or on my website.
Awesome. Well, thank you so
Yes.
much for
Oh,
joining
my
us today. I'm
pleasure.
surprised at how easy that was.
It is easy,
And now I
doable,
feel
right?
empowered to do it at
Oh,
home. So thank you again for
gosh.
joining
Yes,
us, and we'll be
thank you,
right
and
back. I'm
thank
going to keep
you,
eating, I
absolutely.
think. Yeah.
Oh.